I put a title in the description today just because I feel like I'm gonna try something different, and I got a couple bit of notes, just the stuff I hopefully won't forget, and what I want to say. So I just want to try to express myself if that's possible. Let me get in the chat first. All right, boom, boom. Turn that down. Put that up here. All right. So how I feel today is I just been doing some thank you. Shout out to Lady Me. I appreciate you joining the live stream. I'm gonna try to get this done. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try. So I put in the titles, it seems like I lost the pleasures of man. Like that's just something I've been feeling as of lately, and I've been wanting to talk about it on my live stream. I just didn't know how to express myself. Happy Saturday to you. I think it's Saturday, right? Friday night or something like that. You have a good weekend. Shout out to Minner as well. I appreciate the both of y'all joining my live. I'm gonna try to get this done. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I really don't. But I was thinking the other day for a while, like it just seems like the things that used to pleasure me, it just don't pleasure me no more. The things I used to see, it used to pleasure me. It just don't pleasure me no more. The things I watched on television, the things I heard on the radio, like everything that used to pleasure me, it just don't pleasure me anymore. Places I used to go, just the things I used to do just don't pleasure me anymore. And then when you see people do it, it's just like it doesn't bring you pleasure to see them doing it. It's not exciting to me. It's not. Shout out to DJ Sunny Side Up. What's happening with you, man? Shout out to you. Appreciate y'all joining the live stream. Japan is in the building, man. We gotta talk. Japan, man. Man, look like y'all getting ready to get into some stuff with us. Oh man, shucks. Look, Britain getting ready to get into some stuff as well. They's like, yeah, man, if the Americans is using your base, you know what I mean, you in this war. But we're gonna get into that. I was just thinking about, the pleasures of man, like the things that used to pleasure me, it just don't pleasure me no more. So I wanted to get out here and spend that just a little bit. I got a couple of notes over here. I'm thinking, how do I use them? Okay, so life and the things I've enjoyed over the years, the things that gave me um, some type of enjoyment, some type of peace, some type of um, just something I just love to do. You know what I mean? I just felt like over time, these things, whether they were good or they were bad, they fading away from me. You know what I mean? I just don't enjoy it as much, or um, just want to desire it as much. Good morning, Elder Sir. Shout out to you, Dog Hugger. I appreciate you joining the live stream again. Um, so yeah, this is what I've been thinking. Like it's certain things, and I could put myself in certain situations to explain what I'm saying and use as an example. But I think that the way I was gonna do it was just expressing how I felt like things had changed. Like I don't really enjoy music as much as I used to, and I'm one that's been in the business for over 30 years. Like I love the music, I really do. But I think because music has changed over a time, a generation, and that you've seen what it used to do to what it's doing now. You know what I mean? That it got me to the point that it's just like I really don't feel. Thank you, I appreciate you. I value your wisdom and experience. That's why I check on your site each day. I appreciate you, Dog Hugger. Ghost Trill is in the house. What's good, King? Hope you having a blessed morning. I'm struggling mentally this morning. I woke up wondering if you could pray for me. I'll never deny a man prayer, but just catch me in a little bit. Let me try to get this off my chest. Like, um, I just, I hope I don't want to just pray for one. Like, I pray for us a whole. You know what I mean? Like, I just pray that God just touch each and every one of us. Just because we all going through something. and that's what I'm feeling strong enough to do is to talk when I'm going through what I'm going through. Like you gotta remember, like I need prayer as well, but you just gotta have faith and believe it, but work. Why is there I'm still climbing off the roof. No, you changing my vibe. Okay, let me get into my vibe. Like my vibe is I love music, I think when I started to really change how music felt for me, was about 10 years, 12 years, when you started seeing how the business was and what was going on with labels and what was going on in the industry and stuff like that made me just kind of back away, especially when I heard John Todd, back in like 2010, 12, probably about 12 or 13. Anyway, he had said something about how witches come over and prey on their music. You know what I mean? And a lot of record companies was doing this. And I started to think about it like, I started to backpedal from how I felt about music just because I ain't never want nobody to pervert my music. So I started to feel like that's what it had to happen to be in the industry. They had to pervert your gift. And I ain't want to never pervert my gift. So I kind of slowed my roll on a lot of things, but when I heard John Todd, it made me think. So anyway, where I'm getting is I started to feel like I feel right now because I was thinking about the vertical and how people actually do these, and I love the full screen, like I'd rather get back in StreamYards. But then it started to make me think, you know, um, the full screen is more television to me. You know what I mean? I'm coming from an era of television. I used to love television where it was pleasurable to me, and it got to a point where I stopped listening, stopped watching television. I felt like television tell a lie. Like it was just that was what I was seeing when it came to TV and television. And I feel like I got into a place where now you don't even see people watching television. Like I stopped watching television maybe as long ago as I stopped really listening to music. I stopped listening to certain things. When I started hearing about the frequencies, I started hearing about what people was doing to pervert the gifts and the talents God has given us. And I was thinking about it. And where it comes to me to start thinking was the vertical again. Like, man, you know, um, there's something about the phone and people doing this all day versus sitting there watching the television. You see what I'm saying? Don't believe the hype. I'm telling you. So I started to think, why is people like this all day, all day? And I'm like this too. I'm like this too. The pleasures, right? I start feeling like I felt about television because like when I watched Juice and I seen Bishop's father, I felt like that would be man. Like they would be with you with the television. Like it would be something you would be watching and one day you just spazzed out. All you doing is just staring into the television, you know? Uh Cash Castaway. Wait, Cass Wyoming. Let me just say it like that because I remember you. Drop by, love and support all the way. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Cass Wyoming. Just because I know it's Wyoming, But it was something else you said on how you say it though. But Cass W. Yo, um, have a fruitful day from my Wyoming, USA. Land of Buffalo. I remember you was talking about the buffalo too, and there's really something there to talk about. And I think you wanted to do a live stream with me, or we did do a live stream. I think I came to your channel. I think we did a live stream. I think you might got a live stream with me. But shout out to you, appreciate you. Let me just get into what I was saying, and like why I just felt like I just didn't ever want to pervert the gift, you know. That's why I stayed away from a lot of things. I stayed away from a lot of people. I stayed away from that dream. Like, I don't never trying to be famous. Like, I had that dream, that opportunity over a lifetime ago. You know what I mean? That was my drive. That was what it was for my journey, until I met Christ. Like, my walk ain't been the same, and I felt like within my journey, I want to be able to contribute to people. God has poured into me. I rather pour out. Let him continue to pour into me. How old are you? Um, so anyway, um, where I was going, what it was, is like it doesn't pleasure me no more. Like sometimes I could do it and still not be pleasure. Like it's just not entertaining to me. It's not exciting to me. It just don't taste the same. It just don't look the same. It just don't feel the same. Like everything don't feel like it used to. It feel like stuff is fading away. It's slowly starting to get off me where I'm not so attracted to these things. You know, long time no see, brother. Yeah, man. I'm just been trying to survive, man. And what I'm slow, not even slowly, slowly trying to say. I'm trying to say what I felt like. Everything that used to pleasure me, it seemed like it's trying to kill me. It's trying to take me away from whatever it is, whether it's my mind or it's trying to do something to my heart. Shout out to you, crew. Give me a fist pump. You get it. You get it. You get it. That's my new people's right there, and she good. Chuck Norris. And so anyway, I would just think about some things, like within the food. I was thinking, dang, like it seemed like we can't even eat naturally anymore. You know what I mean? Where we can trust the food. It seemed like it's like we going through a time like with Daniel. With just Meshach, Shamrock, and Abednego. Like it seemed like they want us to start eating the stuff that they worship, or the idols that it come from. You know what I mean? These machines, like stuff is being made in the labs, and it's not food. They feel like they have created a way to basically feed man. Like they did so much studying on man that they think that they can come in and lab feed us, and take away, natural given animals and vegetables, and they don't want you to plant seeds and grow your stuff. Like they want you to get it from their labs of what they created. Like that's how I feel. I mean? Appreciate you, lady, for still being in the house. It don't matter if it's a bunch of people here or just that one. You that one. I appreciate you being here. Um, I was just doing some thinking, and then I always felt like with the phone and television, all that, they trying to be with us. You know what I mean? Where one day you just spaced out. I don't know if it's the frequency they sent or the vibes, but he's the prince of this air. You know what I mean? Like there's something going on that one day this internet, like you ain't gonna be able to trust it. And I can't give it all my attention no more. Where it's just like I'm just sitting here all day like this, because when I think about how people can't live without their phone, it's just like what the dude said. Eventually, people won't have their phone in their hand no more. They'll have it in their body. Like who? Not me. I don't have that pleasure for that. Like it's just, it ain't to put nobody down. It ain't to, you know, um, never act like I'm better. It's just I don't see myself living through life like that. And what God is showing me is this stuff is slowly starting to get up off me. I'm slowly starting to ascend. I'm slowly starting to get to that point where Jesus was. Where he after he after he after he um left the tomb. You know, um, that life, and it just started to make me think when he was around Thomas and all the rest of them, like he showed them. But don't touch me. I must have sent to the Father, and I feel like he want to clean up some of us, before we see him. And I feel like that's what he's trying to show me, and I didn't understand it at first, but then I started to slowly let it really soak into me to say, okay, I have to allow myself to be used in a way that Jesus was used. That's the only way. Better a little with a fear of the Lord giveth wealth with turmoil. It was something I was reading yesterday. It was in First John. I would have to go get it. And I kind of want to share it, but I kind of can justify what I was saying. It still go back to overcoming. Like you still got to overcome. Some of us feel like we just getting weak. We not as strong. We losing strength. There's a way of holding on, but you really have to overcome. Like you gotta hold on. Keep going. And the drive is gonna get um, a little more harder. It ain't gonna get no easier. Like I don't want nobody to say it's gonna get easier. Shout out to you, Kahana. Appreciate you checking in with the hammer and the 100. Just you being in the house and the 5 stars. I appreciate it. I was looking at one of the videos I did, and I said Kahana checking in with the five mics, and I'm like 5 mics. He got 5 stars, but that's just me, Lashin. How did I find life? How did I find, like, what are you calling life? This is one thing for me. Like, we gonna go through different levels. The way he say life. We gonna go to another level from glory to glory. Like, what the Lord was showing me is I'm holy. You're not holy. That's what he was showing me. I'm gonna get you holy. You righteous, but you ain't holy. You got your ways about you that could be right, but you still got some wrongs I need to get out of you that is not of me. Like, it's certain things inside of me, like, I need God to remove it. Like, I can't remove it by myself. Like, I will be out here struggling, trying to depend on man. Help me get this out of me. You know what I mean? But what God showed me is over the years, somebody planted something inside me. You know what I mean? And with me doing stuff in my walk, as far as me reading, studying, as far as me, taking my faith to let me go places, allowing my faith to use me in a way that I don't even know sometimes. I've been watering that seed that somebody put inside me, and keep watering it with the word and with messages and using my acts of faith. Like, it took faith to get there. It took faith to get here. It's continuing to take faith to go where I gotta go. And what God is showing me, I get an increase. I get an increase. It don't matter what you did or who you. Sometimes we get this. Yo, shout out to my fam right there, Ike Izzle. Ike Izzle, I don't know if you know DJ Sunny Side Up. Yo, DJ Sunny Side Up, that's my fam right there. Real blood. Shout out to you, Izzle. I'm proud of you, bro. Thanks for being in the house. That's somebody that we've been walking the journey together. You know, um, he already know where he stand with God. You know what I mean? And boy, God has been showing us some things, and he has been really disciplining us. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't know the discipline it take um, to just love him. You know what I mean? Just really, really love God. Like, you don't really know the discipline it take. You get convicted every day. People, why are you crying? Like, it's a praise. That's my praise. You know, I ain't gonna stop my praise. That's one pleasure of man that has not been taken away from me. There's a praise inside me, boy, that'll take me to the next level. Boy, I'm trying to get glory to glory. You know, when he take me to that level, boy, I ain't looking back. Because there's something further ahead for me. I'll speak on that. Like, boy, look here. I'll just, when he showed me that, I'm holy. You're not holy. That right there, just, it blessed me. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna make you holy. I'm gonna make you whole. And that right there feel good too. But it was the things that will own me. I have to allow to drop off me. It's fading away. Life is fading away. Those pleasures of man, the things that were good to you, like, it was good, it just ain't good no more. You know what I mean? And it just don't taste the same. It just don't look the same. Shout out to MJ Recording Studio Essence Band. I see you checking in, Mitch. So when I think about the food, or when I think about the water, or when I think about the toothpaste, or when I think about the deodorant, or when I think about the fast food, when I think about the animals, when I think about everything being lab fed to feed us, you know what I'm saying? Like, man is doing too much. Like, man always want to be in charge. You know what I mean? Like, we born with that leadership in us. We born with that. You know what I mean? But it's just like, man, you can't depend on no man, and not even yourself. Sometimes you get put in a situation where it's like, man, Lord, if you don't get me up out of here, like, I ain't got no business to be here. I ain't got no business feeling like this. I ain't got no business talking like this. I ain't got no business drinking like this, smoking like this. I ain't got no business. I shouldn't have to suffer as much. Why am I suffering? You know what I mean? Like, you supposed to love me. What is it teaching me? It's teaching me how to stand. It's teaching me how to be patient. It's teaching me how to really look at myself to say, yo, there ain't no way I could do it, but he can do it. Will it make you depend on him more, or are you going to stand behind and say, nah, I could do it myself. I'm going to continue to do it by me. Let's see. Good. Friday is couple. Isn't today Friday? Thought today was Friday. To live is to suffer. To find a meaning is to suffer, is your purpose. I feel like, man, what I'm finna do now is definitely gonna be my purpose, because I'm stepping out there a little bit more to speak, and just really speak on my relationship with Christ. That's all I could do. I could just speak on my relationship. I ain't trying to preach. Look, it teaches us how to pick up our cross and move like Christ did. I'm telling you, man, like, persecution is coming, for those who believe. You know, I'm already saying it already came to the church. It's coming for those that believe. They want to know what you know. And we always like this. You know, um, don't let them put it inside you. I don't care what nobody say. They ever try to put that inside me, boy, that's my last day on earth. I'm just saying that. Only because, man, like, I'm just to a place, man, where if all that stuff come up off me, boy, and God put his power in me, and he put his glory in me, and just make it where I can face him. Like, you can't imagine the glory that it would feel just to look at him. You know what I mean? Just to be in his presence. When I started feeling this way earlier today, I started taking notes just because I was feeling like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna hold this in. Like, I want to get this out. Like, Lord, please help me with this, because I feel like you're showing me something. It's something that has to do with this. It's something that has to do with the food, like them labs, like making the food in them labs. It's stuff happening out here. You know what I mean? And people see it. The cost of living gone up, yeah, but it's the cost of the excitement as well. You know what I mean? The cost of the pleasure as well. The cost of just enjoying the things that you work for, the things that you live for, the things that you desire. Like, when you start feeling like you ain't got no desire for this no more, like, look, Lord, I need you to fulfill the desires of my heart. This ain't in part of my heart. You promised me. There ain't no way. I'm going to hold you to your word, and I'm going to hold you to your promise that you promised me, you know, that you'll never forsake me, that you'll always be with me. You promised me. You know what I mean? Greater is he that is inside me than he who is in this world. Like, I don't care what's going on out here. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. You do you. That's what make you happy. That's what make you proud. That's what make you do what you do for you. Like, for me, I gotta die to myself daily. My flesh want too much. You know what I mean? It want to do some things. I don't have that desire no more. I don't have that pleasure no more. You know what I mean? And then when it get taken away from me, it's like, let it go. Let it go. Only because I want God to fulfill the desires of my heart. I don't want to be living life with so many Ishmaels. Like, I'm thinking this is what it's supposed to be, but nah, that ain't what it's supposed to be. Isaac over here, you know what I mean? That's where it's supposed to be. That's what it looked like to me. Like, I don't know what is supposed to be in my life that God designed to be in my life, or that I put in my life without asking God, does this belong here? That's just how I feel. You know, um, I don't have no other way to put it, only because somebody might hear me out there. Somebody might feel that right there. I got too many Ishmaels in my life, too much baggage. I'm trying to find out what belonged to me. God, did you want me to have this? Because if you didn't, I need to know why it's here. You know what I mean? I need to know how I need to get to talk to you and hear you clear. Like, how is it that I'm just hearing myself? I'm just hearing what man say. I'm hearing what she say. I'm hearing what they say. I'm hearing what everybody say, including myself. But yet, I don't know what's real from what I'm hearing from you. I don't want to be stuck out here hearing the wrong thing, the wrong voices, being around the wrong people who is assigned to me. Who is assigned to my peoples? These people out here need you, Lord. Like, don't put me in a position where I can't speak to them for you. I hold him to it. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? He promised me some things. You know, I prayed for some things. You know, I'm believing these things. Ain't nothing gonna change. You know, I ain't finna switch it up. You know, it is what it is. He talking. Are you listening? Can you be like this listening? You know, can you be like this listening? You studying the music, dancing to their songs. If they not praying over the music with witches doing all that witchcraft over the music now, what they doing if everything digital? You come and getting everything online. What they sending through out there now? That's real stuff. Too many Ishmaels. I feel that. I know you. I knew you would. You know. I got it from right. I got it from a message I heard. You know. And shout out to Pastor Erica. I ain't never forgot that one. You know. And it's a lot that God, see, that's one thing I could talk to Israel because God put us on the same ground to learn. You know what I mean? Through all him and I've been through, when we were able to stand together, like God did something for us. I can guarantee, like He showed us a lot of stuff together. You know, and we've been under the same leadership for years. You know, it was a blessing though because certain stuff I could say he will relate to because he know that same message. You know, I'm just looking. Let's see. He talking to himself. Yup. Sure enough. Feel good too. Can you talk to you? Real talk. Like I'm telling you, boy. Like, look, Izzy, when you do the verticals, they be out here hating. I'm telling you, they do. And you know me, I don't usually come out here with the titles and doing stuff because I'll switch it up and start talking about something else. I'll start talking to the people. I'll start chilling. I'll start doing my thing. You know what I mean? Like I only go with what the vibe is feeling. Bro, look like you see what I'm saying? Can't even just be me without them coming up in here hating. But it's all right, you know, because Google it, please. Man, I'm on my live stream, sir. You know what I mean? Dog. Red Dragon Reborn. Well, he reborn though. Please, bro, man, I'm on my live stream, sir. I ain't been doing no looking up nothing right now. I'm you messing with the vibe, you feel me? That's what the enemy does. Don't be a part of what he doing. I thought you were reborn. Like, how would you come up in here and say that? Okay, can you say eventually, maybe, can you do it? You know, can you do it after your live stream? No, it's not fun. It's disrespectful to come up in here and steal the vibe. What's going on with you, Eric B? Lord have mercy. He want me to stop and Google something for him. I gotta go stop everything I'm doing and find another device so that I can go and Google what he want. Ah, dog, man. But he reborn. And then he ain't got a profile picture. Ah, dog. Let me see what this dude looking like. Talking about what I look like. Coming up in here talking about what I look like. Why can't be just me? What's his name? Let's see. Um, NGA. Go. Let's see what this dude look like. Get him out of here. 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 Get him out of here, man. You stop the live stream for that. Tripping look like you know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Shout out to Oz Art in the chat, man. Shout out to you, Oz. That's my cousin I is in the chat, man. Word up. Anyway, man, let me do this to him. Let me do this. let me do this to him. I have to do something to him. I'm putting on timeout for 30 minutes. You can listen for 30 minutes. If you still here in 30 minutes, you can check in. But I don't appreciate that. You just stopped the vibe totally. Shout out to Click here. What's up, fam? What's happening with you? King Lou TV's in the house. Yo, family, what's happening? What's happening to you? I stopped by your live stream for a quick second. I didn't see really nothing really going on, but I just kept it moving. But I just said, what's up? It's a couple people I had a chance to kind of say what's up, but I ain't really been online, man. I had something I was going with today. You know what I mean? Like, remember back in the day when you seen Juice? Like, it's a couple people out there in the chat. I know y'all seen Juice, like Oz Art, King Lou, Izzo. I know a couple y'all up in the chat. Who else we had up in there? Any which way. Eric B was up in there. All right, so this is my point. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, remember Bishop Father? You know how he was sitting on the on the chair, and he was just stuck in the TV. Like he was just stuck. You ever seen like sometimes they got like little like pictures like animations of like the television spinning like this, right? You know, and then you see a person's mind just like this. I always imagined that to be television for me. Like I just didn't want to get spaced out, bewitched, lost, you know, and I felt like there was something that was being created through television that was doing man like that. And then I started thinking about the frequencies just as far as radio and stuff like that. And then when I started to listen to John Todd and he talked about the different frequencies and then what record labels is doing with witches coming over, praying over music and stuff, I never wanted to pervert the gift. Never. Izzo and music too. Like never wanted to pervert the gift. Never, ever. It's something else I was gonna go from there, but I don't want to go there right now. I want to keep straight. So I'm saying I stopped watching television a long time ago to now it's a point where I'm feeling like what people are doing, what they were doing on television, they have been able to do a lot more efficient and being more accurate with doing it in the phone. That's why I stay independent. That's why I feel like whatever was going on with television, they have now put in the phone where now we can't stop, keep this us all day. It's us all day. And see, because I don't do the vertical all the time and I just started doing the vertical, it just dawned on me. I feel like the Lord dropped it in my spirit today. Like boom. That's all this all the vertical is to keep y'all like this. You know what I mean? If I go back to the stream yards, at least I won't be having it. Like I'm gonna be back in the widescreen is what I'm saying. You know, but I would have maybe never really noticed it if I didn't just do the vertical. So shout out to Rick One Ball. He has always been trying to get me on the vertical, you know, but I'm one. I like it's classic to me to have a full screen, you know what I mean, and just be out there. Like I ain't afraid to be on video. Like I'd rather have the best part of the content for me. So anyway, um I was feeling like the things that used to pleasure me just don't pleasure me no more. Like it just don't feel the same. It just don't look the same. It just don't taste the same. It just don't feel good to me like it did. I still might do some things from time to time that it's just like, why am I even doing this? Like it don't give me that fulfilling. It doesn't give me that desire. Shout out to Ari and Delos. Wait, Ari and Elos. It's Elos, right? Yeah, it's Elos. Vlog. Shout out to you. And I appreciate you being in the house, you know, because it's good to see you when you check in. Congrats on your new book. Look, DJ Sunny Side Up, man. Look, I need you to look out for him. Like he still is in the industry. You know, I'm doing this thing. So let's see, my pleasure. Thank you, Ari. Just because, you know, and then you be trying to share me to your friends and stuff, you know, I do appreciate that. You know, but I just want to let people know, you know what I mean, that I just am losing my pleasures. Like the pleasures of life just ain't even pleasurable to me no more. The stuff I eat, like man, I used to love, you know, I mean some lobster and some crabs or something, you know what I mean? Like, you know, steak, you know, it's just all them things that used to be good. It's just like I could sit down and eat it like I ain't even happy to be here. You know, it just don't give me much pleasure no more. I used to be able to enjoy, you know, a certain meal or something, you know what I mean? But it just seemed like everything is just fading away. Like the love of many is waxing cold. And you starting to fade away from the stuff that you love as well. You know, and that's just how it feels to me. You know, I started feeling it. And then I started to think, well, maybe it's because, God is showing me something, you know, of when he ascended, he started to stay away from stuff. Stuff started didn't he didn't desire anything from the flesh no more. Like I get to a point where it's like my flesh don't make me happy. You know what I mean? The things I did to it, the things I look at and I see, or the way it smells, or you know what I mean, the way it's just it gets old. It gets old, it dies, you know, and it looks like death. You know, and chill, can I post it? Man, come on, man. Why you asking me that? As much disrespect as they come up in here and do, they don't even speak to those. You know what I mean? Like, it's a we fam. Like, can you drop the link? Let me see. Hello. First time finding your channel, but I just wanted to stop by and say you seem like a pretty cool YouTuber, and I have subscribed to you. I hope you have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Um, Caitlin Lewis, shout out to you. And because you said that, I want to make sure we recognize you in the chat because you were the first new person the other day that we will be bringing up in here. And hopefully you will never feel comfortable like we got too many mods up in here because you are now a mod as well. Whether you do content or not, we made you a mod. And I will say, if you do decide that you would like to get out here and start making content, you could do just like they're doing in the chat and they're sharing the link. You could share your link here. Um, Mr. Ends, Rip Chuck Norris, like, can we get him out of here just because? Look, wake and bake. Yeah. What's for breakfast? You see what I'm saying? Like, get him out of here. I just felt this vibe right off top. Like, it's certain people up in here, sir. We're gonna need you to come in with a different attitude. For one, you came up in here and you shouting other people out. Then you shouting out your city. You talking about waking and baking. You sitting out here trying to make people stumble. And those things we don't even pleasure anymore, sir. Like we're trying not to pleasure these things, and you're coming up in here trying to pass it out to people. And I'm just feeling like, in a way, you just getting on my nerves with it. You know what I mean? And then you talking about Chuck Norris, like when you came up in here supporting these celebrities, idling them and stuff, sir. Like we don't pleasure that type of stuff anymore. I gotta turn my loud button on. It ain't gonna work, but I got to. You know what I mean? Just because it's people like you, sir, that just reminds me of why I felt like this today. You know what I mean? It's this vertical. I'm telling you. I see somebody laughing up there with the emoji. I appreciate that. Like, man, that's how they got me feeling today. Caitlin, oh, my goodness. Look, Caitlin came in, got the mod, and already deleted somebody. Caitlin, look, I just want to let you know, like, seriously, though, we really don't need nobody to mod, you know what I mean? Like, we just need people to be recognized or whatever, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we don't want nobody out here really trying to police the people. Like, you new here, you don't even have a profile picture, ma'am. I need you on your best behavior. Like, you a new mod now. You know people do lose their mod as well. Shout out to Mercy Grace is in the house. Mercy Grace 9850. Hello, good friend. Shout out to Kenya. Kenya is in the building. I want to say shout out to you because that is one of my new friends right there. But I did have a chance to kind of swing by her channel to say hello. I want to say shout out to you. Thank you for the welcome and treating me the way you did on your channel. And hope you feel comfortable here. Uh, Lord have mercy. Um, Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Caitlin, I just need you to know, Caitlin already know what's up. Yeah, I mean, they come out here and they try to bang on me, but I bang back. And I'm saying, I usually know how to take care of it myself, you know, or I got a couple people in the background that check in, like they know how we get down, you know. And there's a couple people in the chat, like most of my mods that's been here, like they've been on my channel for years, like 3, 4 years. You know, you a newcomer, you know, just please don't come up in here with attitude thinking you the head mod because you will lose your spot real quick. And somebody else will get it as fast as you lose it. I'm just letting you know. I need to turn my laugh button on. This jump funny to me. Uh Lu Lula Jefferson's life can be in Jesus, Yahweh, uh, Yash, Yahshua, Holy Spirit, name, amen, amen, amen. Brother, be blessed. Always, forever be blessed later. You know what? That means something to me. You know, for one, you included Jesus' name. And for two, um, blessed later means something to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hear. I ain't gonna say I don't want to be blessed here. Like, yeah, I want to be blessed. But it doesn't pleasure me like it does. Or it did. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't. It doesn't give me that same excitement. But I will say later though, like I want people to know me when I get to heaven. I want them to know me. I want to have done something that they honor me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna be real. You know, I want to get out here and never be ashamed of the glory of God. I never want to be ashamed of his name. I never want to act as though it's about me, because it ain't about me. It's about him. You know, and I need to let people know, like, I ain't trying to get out here to do anything for me. Like, I really want to try to please the Lord if I can. Let me make sure I don't lose my spot in the chat, 'cause I feel like I missed something. Listen, I'm not trying to be boss people around. I just want to make sure that the chat isn't uncomfortable or harassed. Shout out to you. And then shout out to Lula. And then Mercy and Grace, thank you so much, sir, to see you, sir. Um, DJ Sunny Side Up, do you change so many lives already? Remember that. Man, I don't see that. I don't, you know. Um, I appreciate you saying that, but nah, I ain't. I haven't did nothing because I didn't put enough food into anything I said. Like, ain't enough scripture into saying I did anything. You are a light, a leader. You are like a leader. Just live and love. Yeah, but I just feel like when I start planting, you know what I mean, and actually really trying to water the seeds that I plant or water other people's seeds. Like it's some people that already got some seeds in their heart, you know what I mean? They ain't getting fed here. You know, my channel never really been like a religious channel where, you know, a lot of Christians or born again believers, like it's gonna be some people here that just don't believe, you know what I mean? Then there's gonna be some people that believe Muhammad. Then there's some people out there that believe Jesus is just a prophet. Like I need to let people know, man. Like I'll never serve no other God before my God, you know, and I'll never praise no other God or no man before my God. I just need to say that, you know, because I need people to know. Like I don't be mixing no gods. I need people to know. I ain't gonna say it's cool for every religion. It ain't cool. It's only one way, and ain't nobody gonna tell you like that. I don't want to get out here and spin it like it's cool with me. You know what I mean? You could be your God. You could believe what you want. No, you can't. You can't. You cannot. Period. And you can't say there ain't no God. It's just certain things about me, boy, it'll turn me off quick. Like, what? What you mean? Your God dead. I said it before, I'll say it again. And I don't mean nothing by it. You know what I mean? It's just like, how's that gonna bring me healing? How's that gonna bring me life? What is it promising me? You know, there ain't nothing that's promising me nothing. You know, and there's so many people that I know that's going that route. You know what I mean? Like it disturbs me. It hurts me because I know how it makes my God feel. You know what I mean? And it just makes me feel like I need to say something just because I need people to know. I ain't out here saying it's cool for you to just do whatever works for you. No, that ain't cool. That's the way the world do it. Somebody getting the hearts in the chat. I appreciate that. Lady LeGrand stuff is in the house. What's happening? What is up with they? And we not judging you because only God can judge you. He know what's going on in my heart. I don't care what people think. You know what I'm saying? I care what he think. Like, do he hear me out here? If don't nobody else hear me, he hear me. Kill Eyes. Bro, check your hard drive. What am I checking my hard drive for? Just let me know. Just let me know. What? Can I get a hello? How you doing? Yo, I read your title. It brought me here. Yo, the algorithm brought me here. You know, I would recommend it. You know, I just want to say what's up, man. I see you up here saying something. You on crack. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Maggie edits. Like Maggie, Maggie, whoever you are, yo, your name Maggie. Straight up. Man. Kel, I kind of want to let you go just because I don't understand why you up in here playing with me early in the morning, man. Like, what am I checking my hard drive for? You got 1 subscriber and 4 videos, bro. Like, I don't want to just let you go really quick. But it's just like, damn, am I out here buffering? Am I out here not sounding the same? Am I out here not saying something or something? Am I saying something too loud? Am I saying something disrespectful? Is it something that's moving in you to make you come in my channel to not say hello? To not say hello. And then to tell me something to do that I don't feel like is pertaining to me. Like, why are you playing with me? Shout out to Jap Duels in the house. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you. I think it's a bro. You know what I mean? Well, shout out to you. 8 people in the house. 21 likes. If you have not liked it, please like it. Weird Official. How are you? I'm good. How you doing? Let me go and check it out, see what's going on. Let me go see first. Let me go see. There's somebody with a channel. There's somebody young though, you know, but good. That's nice. Hi, family. Man, what's going on? Let me look to make sure I'm subscribed to your channel as well, just because you checking in. I'm 46 minutes in. I think I'm gonna be out here for a minute though. Hold on, that's how I'm gonna go there. Lil Infer. Oh, native mom. Hello, Trill. Keep the faith and trust. If he brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. Come on now, say something. Yo, what's up, bro? Hold on, right quick. Let me see what's going on right here. I got you. I'll just subscribe to Jap Dial. Shout out to you. I just cashed out you $500. Stay blessed, King. Let me go check my cash app just because, like, you playing games. You cashed at me 500. You don't even know my cash app. Tribulation Kids, you can cash app that, but the money that's in my cash app, I put that myself, so I know that ain't you. Let me see. God got your back. I believe that. I truly believe that. I appreciate it. Nate, you gotta find a life, man. You know, there's a place for all liars. My bad. I sent it to the wrong cash app. My bad. No, I ain't. There's a place for all liars. It's the lake of fire. Keep on lying. Keep on playing with people. Keep on playing with people because you're gonna play with the wrong one, and they ain't gonna have to do nothing to you. You just gonna remember that for the rest of your life. How about that? It was a mistake. No, again, you gonna remember that for the rest of your life. Don't play with people. Peace. Eric, my bad, man. Who brought all these kids here? I don't feel like doing this today. I'm about to get back into doing my stuff. I really am, man. Like, I'm about to leave these verticals alone, man. Like, but it's showing me about our youth. Like, our youth really needs the help. They need help. You know, just in that age group, man, from like 13 to 27. You know, I don't even want to put 27 in that age group. You know, I'm going to say 20, 25, 23 in that age, right before 25. Now I sent it to the right cash app. I sent extra 100 for the trouble. I sent 600 to stay blessed. My phone didn't beat. I'm not gonna let you take me there again. And I just told you, like, there's a place for all liars. Look it up. It's the lake of fire. If you sitting out here continuing to lie, you gonna find yourself in that place. And I'm telling you, you don't wanna go there because you ain't gonna get out. If nobody ever told you, look, I sent it. I don't even have one of those. Quit playing with me, man. Like, leave me alone, man. It ain't about the money. It's about the love. I'm out here spreading the love. I'm spreading the peace. Like, yo, what you doing is you playing with my good. You trying to make it evil. Shout out to William Gilbert, checking in with the Hammer and the Hunter. Lynn for Charmant, I'm sending my prayers and good vibes to you. Don't let anybody do your shine. I'm good. I'm good. Like, God has been great to me. Shout out to you, William, man. What you been up to? How was your weekend, your week? I think I just need to just start deleting people, but I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just, don't play with me. I ain't no, man, this is when you continue to be in my chat. You can't continue to play with me and then be in my chat. Like, you up out of here. I'm waiting for you to say something else just because, like, man, you messing with my vibe. You stealing my peace. Like, I don't like people that steal my joy. And a lot of people been stealing from me, you know what I mean? And the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy. Like, do you know that? Do you know that? Does somebody ever told you that? He trying to steal from you. He trying to kill you. He trying to destroy you. Has anybody ever told you that? Let me be the first. Let me be the first to let you know. Let me be the first to let you know, because he been after me. He been after me, and I'm fighting back. But you ain't going to be able to fight back because you ain't going to know how to fight. That's the thing, man. Like, don't let these people get you. Get who? Get who? Please. They convicting themselves. Any tongue that rises up against me in judgment, boy, check it. They gonna be all right. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't got nothing against them. You know what I mean? Like, look, the revenge is mine, said the Lord, not me. Said the Lord. Look, fear no man. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Man, I'll be absent in the body, be present with the Lord. Like, take me there. Let me just get my stuff done first, because there's a fulfillment that's there. There's a pleasure that's there. There's a place that I want to go that I don't have to have nothing to do with nothing here. You know what I mean? If it brings some of my people with me and I can see them people, then I'm like, yo, I believe what you said, sunny side up. You know what I mean? But a lot of people lips be close, but they heart far from them. Like, you can't show me your love. You can't tell me your love. I don't hear people confessing his name. If I seen and I heard it like that, you know what I mean? It's just like how he feels about his name. You gonna say something? You gonna keep it to yourself? You gonna be another Peter out here? I'm not finna be like Peter. My fall is different than Peter's. You know, let me just say that levels high. Shell is a new word now. Like, what is y'all doing when y'all check in, man? Look, William said, all good here. I just had some projects at home still keeping me busy this weekend. Hey, man, at least you staying busy, and I got some projects I'm working on as well. And, man, I had so many projects last year. I didn't want to get caught up in doing a bunch of projects this year, but I lost the pleasures of stuff that used to turn me on, the stuff that used to make me proud, the stuff that used to excite me, the stuff, it's I don't need pleasure no more. 16 people in the house. I appreciate all 16 of y'all. If y'all don't mind hitting the like, if you are new here, please subscribe. Welcome to the live stream. How about y'all? How y'all pleasures been feeling? How long you been? It's our youth, man. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, I really feel bad for certain ones out there. Like, I don't think they understand or even know. And my people perish for a lack of knowledge. The gospel is foolishness to those who are perishing. Boy, when I seen that in the chat, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one, but that is so real to me. It's foolishness to those who are perishing. Like they don't even know they perishing because they have a lack of knowledge. You know, they don't have the desire of God. Like, man, do you know it's gonna be a time in your life where you might want to go and find God, and God gonna laugh at your calamity. You mocked me. You mocked me. You sitting out here mocking me now. I was like, all right, go ahead and live your life. You be good. Stay blessed. You be happy. Uh, Bart G from Portland. Yeah, Portland back in the house again. I ain't forgot, my man. How you doing? I think it's a man. My man. Let me go look. I think it's my man. But I do remember though. I do remember you because you had a couple of my friends' attention, like Portland, not Portland in the United States. Mercy Grace, sorry, sir. What you apologizing for? You good? Shout out to you. Appreciate you being in the house. I don't know what time it is in Kenya, you know, but you checking in. I see somebody pressing them hearts. I appreciate them hearts right there. You know, that right there is motivation. Share it. Thank you, Sunny Side Up, man. Let me get back to some of my notes. I guess taking it back to where I was, you know, I guess when I started talking about life and losing the pressures of that, I mean, the pleasures of it, and then losing, you know, where I went with television, how I felt about television. I lost the pleasure of watching TV a long time ago. Certain people be trying to get me to watch certain things. I just really can't allow it to have my attention too long because I just lost the pleasure of it. Um, I do be in the phone, but I try not to be in the phone as much when I think about what it could be doing to me. You know what I mean? Like it could be hypnotizing me. It could be doing something to take me out of the mind frame of what God is putting inside my mind. Like trying to really clean my mind up, create something brand new. And I appreciate the Lord for that. But at the same time, it's showing me stuff that I probably don't need to see. It's hearing stuff I probably don't need to hear. You know, and I don't want to sound like I'm just so perfect. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? But I learned if I stay away from certain things, I won't be affected by certain things. It's certain things like you don't want to get out here trying to do a lot of that that you don't want to be publicly seen. Like AI seem to be in control that you really don't have a life anymore. Like I'm starting to feel like shout out to Liquid 420. Man, I thought about you yesterday. I was like, I don't know how he's doing. I need to go over there and see how he's been just in case. You know, God bless you though, man. I appreciate you joining the live stream. There's a reason the CEO of Apple don't let his kids use them. Bless him. Yo, I'm telling you, every time you drop something, you say something, man, it's like you dropped a pen. You know what I mean? Like drop the mic, like that's a wrap. No need to say anything else. Like it's a reason why all of these people that distribute this stuff to the world don't even allow their kids, don't even get involved with it. Like Mark, all of them, Elon, like man, I'm just like man, yo, I put the video up, but it was joking, but it was really serious. Like we worrying about these wars. What we need to be worrying about is these AI. You know, but I done got to the point now, man, where I can't even call it. You know, I just don't even doubt it anymore. Like anything can happen, you know. And it's like we about to see something that is gonna be life changing, and overnight it's gonna change everything. You know. Now I do want to mention something just because you know what I mean I have been talking about you know I'm losing the pleasures of man. I want to just say that, you know what I mean? Because it feel like those pleasures are being taken away from me. That it's like, okay, well, you take them because those things don't excite me anyway. You know, I think about lab meat when I think about just how our food is looking. Like, look, you see them big ass chicken legs. Um, and certain things, you know what I mean, it's just starting to feel like, yo, they really starting to touch it and starting to manipulate stuff, you know. Um, I'm just to a point in my life right now, man, where I'm just starting to see things to not be like it was. But I was gonna say something about even though I have this title, I I wanted to stick to what I'm saying about it, but it's like I want to kind of go and say something about something else that I seen or I spoke on. That's why I really don't do the titles. I like to just get out there and just talk how I want to talk. I feel like I had to stick to the script if I title it, you know what I mean? But I felt like this particular live stream, I wanted to talk about the things I used to pleasure that it seemed like I just don't pleasure it as much no more or at all any, very seldom or at any. Like I just have really just gotten to a point where it just don't make me happy, you know? And I think that all of us get to a point like that where you start to slowly get away from things, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what God is doing. He cleaning some of us up to start ascending. And I started to see that in my walk. Like, man, I feel like I'm starting to raise up a little bit. I'm starting to ascend up a little bit. The more faith I'm getting, the more I'm believing, the more I'm reading, the more I'm in prayer, the more I'm doing the things of God, like trying to find the things of God, asking for the things of God, trying to activate the things of God. I starting to see these things start to happen for me, that I start to pleasure from these things instead of those things that used to pleasure me. Like, I don't feel that no more. I don't want that no more. I don't need that no more. That right there ain't doing nothing for me because it's not pleasuring me anymore. Go into the direction that's going to pleasure you. That's what I want to tell y'all today. Y'all got to overcome. Continue to overcome. That's where I'm staying at right now. It was a, let me go get the scripture. My last few live streams, I've been telling people to overcome. Like, I've been giving scripture with it. I think I started with Revelations 2, said read the whole chapter. No, started with Revelations 3. Said read the whole chapter. Then I was like Revelations 2. Well, I was just reading the other day, and it was just I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna just give the chapter right quick that of what I had. I think I have it right here. Um, Shucks, maybe I don't, because I'd have to read through it because I did move it. I thought it was in First John though. You know, I have to get it. I get it. I get it for my next live stream because I'm gonna do another live stream today. But 16 people in the house, I appreciate all 16 of y'all. Y'all got to just overcome. Continue to just go for. I feel the value of reality has been lifted. The veil of reality has been lifted, and the world's colors don't match what reality wishes me to see. Man, that's exactly how I'm feeling. You know, it's like what you were programmed to see growing up and what you were raised for and raising. It's like, yo, and then something popped in my head, like, you know, God is not, he's always brought us to, but no. He's always brought us out, but now he bringing us to. And the only reason why I heard that message just the other day, it popped in like he bringing us to the situation, not bringing us out the situation. You gonna have to go face it head on. That's for me. That's for me. That's for me. Anyway, I feel like that right there, like the veil has been lifted. Like it's starting certain stuff I'm starting to see that I'm just not feeling anymore. Like the pleasures is just not exciting to me anymore. Everything I will program in life to enjoy, it just seems like I just don't enjoy it as much no more. Like even the things that God has given man to enjoy, the pleasures that he's given us, you know what I mean? Like even that is not even as everybody ripping Chuck Norris today. Like let me know. Did Chuck Norris just die? Let me know. Because everybody coming up in here talking about Chuck Norris, you know, and if he didn't die, you know, I think people in the way. I'm just saying, man. That's how I feel today, you know, and um, I wanted to share that with people just because I felt like somebody will relate to that, and I felt like shout out to you, Liquid 420, for that right there. Like that's exactly what it is. Like all them colors that we were programmed to see. Little passed away yesterday, yo. Oh, word. Shucks, my bad. I ain't been hating on him or nothing, but I ain't never really been no Chuck Norris fan. My mama used to watch him a lot, but ever since I seen what Clint Eastwood did out here kissing them kids, like none of them, they all in the same class for me. You know what I mean? I don't celebrate death like that. I just don't. I don't care. Like I don't mean it like that. Like I just don't care about just life like that or people like that. Like I care about people, but I feel like we dead. Like we dead to live here. Like we are in the land of the living dead. That's how I feel until we give our life to Christ and become life and become reborn and become brand new, become a new creature. And then when we leave here, like that's life. That's life. Now, oh, okay, I met you in here. Okay, yeah. You remember me from there? That's how it is for me. Like I done got to the point where it don't pleasure me no more. People don't pleasure me no more. The world just don't pleasure me no more. And I want to watch how I say that because for somebody that might feel that out there, I don't mean it in the sense that don't live life because you don't pleasure it. Like, nah, live life, but you find life. Once you find life, like that's how you start to feel with the things that you used to be pleasured with. If I was to go out to the club and I'm drinking, I'm partying, I'm having fun, I'm gonna be there, but I'm always feel like I just really ain't got no place to be here. Like it don't feel like that. Shout out to Tom Grace. I thank Grace though. Big ups. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, and shout out to you for being in the chat. If you want to meet somebody here, you can meet them. Let them get to know who you are. If you want to share your content, you're more than welcome as well. I want to make sure I give you the love because I believe you Grace. But I want to say shout out to Tom as well because I know it's Tom and Grace. So shout out to y'all. Uh, I'm trying to think next on how I would feel like. Thank you. You're welcome. I was thinking about like I'm getting to a point where I feel like I'm ascending. Like he gave me a dream like 6 years ago. Of people just busy, people living their life, people doing everything, and when the time came, like they weren't ready. They least expected it, and I felt like that's what's happening to me. Like I'm least expecting certain things, but it's like I got an expectation though. I'm living off a high expectation. That's keeping me going. That's making my faith grow. That's making me um, ex- ascend. I'm starting to feel like me separating myself, consecrating myself, staying away from things, staying away from people, staying away from a state of mind like sometimes I fall into. But when I stay away from it, I feel like it's because I don't have the pleasure of that. Like I don't have that desire. It's not a desire in my heart. It's sometimes I do follow after the desires in my heart. And it's like those things that's there. I'm not saying it's wrong to be there. You know what I mean? It's something I love. It's something that I need. It's something that I desire. It's something I want. You know what I mean? But I can't want it if it's not a God, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. Like I don't want to question what's an Ishmael and not, what belong or what don't, or what was natural, what was given, what will any of that. I don't want to question nothing, or did I make it on my own? Like that's where it is for me. What do I pleasure? What do you pleasure? What those pleasures do for you? Are they still there? Are you losing pleasure as well? Are you losing focus as well? Are you losing attention as well? Is it fading away? Because life is like a vapor, it fades away. One day it's here, one day it's not. It's a vapor. You ever seen somebody vape? You see how fast it vapors away? That's life. But if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you know how big a mustard seed is? I mean, it's as small as a pen, tip of a pen, a mustard seed. That's all you need for faith. Just that much of faith, like man, there's some people out here hurting, don't have no faith. If you look into the Bible, that's all they're gonna say. Ye a little faith. Like, you don't want to be out here lost and have a little bit of faith. I need you to build your faith. I need you to build your faith in him. Like, don't put your faith in man. Don't put your faith in him. Don't put your faith in her. Don't put your faith in you. Put your faith in him. Who do you trust? Do you trust you or do you trust him? Take Jesus off the cross and put yourself on the cross. Put yourself on the cross. You walk with that cross. You continue to walk with it, regardless of how heavy it get. If somebody gonna help you lift it up, if you're gonna have to walk that by yourself, I need you to continue to walk, just regardless. You're gonna start seeing some stuff that you still pleasure. Let it fall off you, you know what I mean? Where you just don't pleasure it no more. When you seeing certain people do certain things to promote it, and you looking at what you don't pleasure no more, it start looking awkward or strange to you. Let it start looking strange. Let it start feeling strange. Let it start making you feel uncomfortable because you don't desire it no more. You don't want it no more. You know, that's something you got to let go. That's something you got to give up, because when you give it up, there's something else that's going to replace that. And I think I'm ready for what is going to replace those things that don't belong to me, that don't belong in my heart, that don't belong in my mind, that don't belong in my life. And I know there's a lot of people that's out there that's like that feel that same way. There's a blessing that's going to come to the overcomer. You got to just continue to press. Never give up on anything you want, anything you want to do. You continue to press. People going to look down at you. People going to throw stones at you. People going to give up on you. People going to give up on you. You know what I mean? And that's for me. You know, as long as I don't give up on me, they still going to see. At least he didn't give up on himself. You know, and that's what it is for me. You know, he who overcomes. He gonna give you, if you faithful unto death, he gonna give you a crown of life. I'm telling somebody out there, you know what I mean? Just continue to overcome. That's what it is. You endure and you overcome. You endure and you overcome. That's your walk today. That's your walk for the rest of your life. You endure, you overcome. You endure, you overdore, you endure, you overcome. Period. That's what it is. Because when they deliver you up to be afflicted and kill you, ain't nobody ever spoke that to me. Ain't nobody ever preached that to me. Ain't nobody ever taught that to me. That I'm gonna have to overcome unto death. Nobody ever told me he gonna give me a crown of life. I ain't worried about no reward. I ain't worried about no reward. That's my way of fighting back. What they gonna tell me, to stop talking? Stop saying the name of Jesus? Why? Why? Because it offends somebody out there. It offends them. You continue to use that name, and don't you stop using that name. You keep that name in your mouth when they try to strip it from you. Because that right there is the key to get to the Father, right there. You continue to praise his name. You continue to allow God in. You continue to allow him to change you. Man can't change you. You can't change yourself. I don't care how hard you try to take these things away from you. Those pleasures still will remain if you don't put him involved in your plans. If you don't put him involved in your expectations, you will not be able to use his gifts that he's giving you. There's going to be some people out here that's telling you they coming in his name, and they're going to have all these other names, and they ain't going to be able to say his name. And they're going to have a good message. And they're going to be tickling your ears. And they're going to really be making you feel like that is a God. But man, a lot of people about to come in his name. You about to find a lot of prophets, ministers, priests out here. They all going to be coming in his name, trying to show you magical powers, miracles, and all the rest of that. Do you believe in that? Maybe not, because you maybe have never seen it. Maybe you have never had a spiritual journey, a spiritual walk, never even heard the voice of God, never had God touch you before. There's a feeling right there that you'll never forget once he touched you. You know, I wouldn't get out here and just tell people he touched me before. You know, I know how I felt. You know, he talks to me. I know how it sounds. You know, there's something that's going on with you that don't nobody know. Like, only you know how that is. You know, that's between you and God. Like, you need to make that relationship with you and God stronger, because now it's time for you to open your mouth. You need to tell people about it. You need to witness. You need to testify. You need to tell people about his love, about his power, about his mercy. You need to tell people about your testimony, your story, and what you've been through. Give it all honor to him. Don't take his praise. Don't take his glory. Live out there with your humility, your shame. Continue to praise his name. What's good, Trip? Chilling, 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 chilling. It's a Monday for me. Every day is a Monday, it seems like. I want to push my laugh button. It seems like every day, because even when I want to take a break, I can't take a break, because God got my mind spinning 24 hours a day. I could get out here and live stream every minute of my day and tell you what God is showing me, what God is telling me. You know what I mean? Because I done got to a point where it's if I keep a repentant heart, if I continue to wash my mind with his word. When I say wash my mind, I wash it with his blood, with his word, with everything he is showing me. Like, man, I'm telling you, man, God is moving in a major way in my life, and I'm happy about that. Shout out to 313 Collector. God, good afternoon, and God bless. God bless you as well. Glory to glory is in the house. Amen. Listening and enjoying the truth. Working in the garden and listening. Keep going, keep speaking and testifying like the testimony of the saints. Like, man, look here. Each one of us got a testimony. That's something I do know. You might not feel like you know enough of the word of God. Like, that is between you and the Lord. Like, all you got to do is have somebody put that seed in your heart. Continue to water it. Like, even when it don't make sense to you, continue to water that seed. Continue to stay in his word. And God is the one that get an increase. Man ain't gonna give you increase. You might get around some people that know a lot of word and all the rest of that. Like, they pleasure that. They pleasure that. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, God is the one that get an increase. All you got to do is continue to go to him. Let him see you moving. Like, y'all forget that God is watching us. Like, he up here watching us, right? He sit high and he see low, and the earth is his footstool, and he right here. He always watching. Like, one day I was in the shower and I just had to remember, like, oh snap, it felt like you were watching me. Like, oh, I just want to, because I was thinking something in the spirit. I was like, yo, it is real. It's super real, and if you don't know for yourself, like, you need to try to get closer to him. That's all I could tell you. I can't tell you nothing else. There's a love there that he has for you, and he's knocking at your door. Like, I just don't like to continue to keep him knocking, knowing that he's trying to get in and sup with me, sit down at dinner and sit down and talk. Like, yo, I'm talking about, I've been wanting to talk to somebody for a long time on my journey. Ain't never had nobody to just sit there and talk to until I started coming on my live stream, feeling like, man, look, I'm talking to the world, but I'm talking to the Lord. Like, the Lord is always with me. He always right there. And as soon as you get around another person that believe, there he is right there in the midst. We get to talking about some things. We get to praying in his name, and there it go. Like, anything you pray for, if you believe and you are out there walking with his name, like, man, do you know how much you can accomplish? Do you know how much you can have? Don't let nobody take that from you. Like, that is for you and for you only. Like, well, it ain't for you only, because I got it too. But for all of us, you know what I mean? But some people just won't go out there and take it. You know what I mean? Now it's some time where y'all start telling somebody about Jesus. Like, you're going to have to. Otherwise, you're going to get before the Lord, and the Lord going to look at you like, who did you tell? All the people I sent to you, all the people you was around. You never said nothing. Now you want to say something to me. You want to give me my glory. You want to give me my praise. You want me to take you to the Father? Like, take you to the Father. I can't, because I'm ashamed of you. Like, you was ashamed of me. I don't never want to get out here and feel like that. You know what I mean? Regardless of what my life look like, it's lined up or it's not. That's a pleasure of mine that I do not want to lose. I pleasure the Lord to stay in my praise. I pleasure in the Lord just give him his glory, just to remind him of how good he is to me. He said he's going to give me some hidden manna. When people out here hungry, starving, looking for something to eat, they stop eating these lab-grown meats or these lab-grown vegetables, these lab-grown things that is here to destroy us. Like, the devil is sent to kill, steal, and destroy. And it's like, well, why would the Bible tell us that is what it is? If it wasn't true, The same reason why the slave masters wouldn't have gave us the Bible, you know what I mean? If they wanted us to know the truth, his word is going to be here forever. It don't matter if they gave it to us or not. You know what you have been through in your life, and you know if that is your first love or not. You can return to your first love, or you could just believe everything that the world tells you, or you could believe those things that you tell yourself. Because I'm sorry, the wisdom of the world is foolishness to God, and some of y'all be telling yourself the wrong thing. That's not the word. That's not what it say. It could be debunked from your thinking. Each and every time I think about certain things, I think about certain things that people think or say. It could be debunked. Consider donating your body to science so they can figure out how your nose got so big. Consider it. I might consider it. I might consider it. I might just do that. You know what I mean? Just because I know that y'all working in the lab. I know that y'all creating all kinds of things to clone me, to try to be human as possible. Like some of y'all ain't even all the way human, you know? And some of the stuff that y'all be thinking, it ain't human, you know, and it ain't right. But at the same time, it don't hurt my feelings. I heard nose jokes my whole life, you know what I mean? And nobody knows like the nose knows, you know, and as long as you know, that's all that matters to me. But I do appreciate you. No problem. Let me get you on out of here real quick. And I'll donate you to the block list. And 14 people in the house, I appreciate all 14 of y'all. I just need y'all to just think, man, about the things that pleasure you. Like if that continues to make you happy, cool. But if you get to a point in your life where you feel like it just don't pleasure you no more, you know, I need you to consider yourself ascending away from these things. Let them things fade away. Let them things be something in your distant memory. And let it be something that you feel like you can never stop on your own. You might just be addicted to it to the point like you never thought that you could quit. Like I'm telling you right now, like you can quit and you can do it without even thinking about it. You know, you give it to the Lord, but at the same time, you gradually take yourself away from it and you fade away. I'm addicted to meth, and that's probably hard. You know, shout out to you for even sharing that. Um, Urban Shaw, ASF. God bless you, bro. That's probably a hard habit to break. Um, but you can't expect yourself to break it. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta go to the Lord for certain things because there's a demonic energy that comes with certain addictions. And that one right there must be really hard to fight, you know, and I just want to try to encourage you, you know, that because you're not in denial that you can get it done. You can get off that. Anything that make you unhappy about it, you know, you can show enough get up off it. And I want to make sure that I give you a mod that you can come back, you know, and chill. You know, like I don't want you to feel comfortable here, you know, just because that's part of your testimony. I don't never want you to feel like I or anybody else is gonna take advantage of you speaking on your testimony. You know, if you ever do feel like that, please let me know. Let me know who it is, cause I don't want that person around me. That's just the way it is. Rip Chuck Norris, lost a great one today. He was great to you, Mark Simmons. Uh, Shout out to you and appreciate you joining the live stream. You are speaking was so good today. Devil, don't like it. Keep going. 18 people in the house. I appreciate y'all. You know, I wanted to try something different. I did put something in my title. Um, it's something I have been thinking just for the last couple weeks. You know, probably a month. Probably I don't know for a while actually. Like I feel like life is fading away. There's certain things that's happening that we ain't got no control over, you know, but certain things I pleasured before, I just don't pleasure it no more. And I had to come to that conclusion, you know, to kind of feel like I'm not pleasuring it no more because God is taking it away from me. He's taking things slowly away from me to add other things in. Like he wants to fix me. And I'm telling some of y'all out there, he want to fix you as well, you know, but you have to totally give in and submit. your heart to him. Like you have to. It's gonna hurt. And it hurts. And even when I heard how the Lord was filling me with this message that like it was hurting. Because I was feeling like it's so much I'm addicted to as well. You know, some I had a pastor say before, it don't matter if it's crack or cookies. It's still the same fight. Some people can't put the cookie down. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I just want to make sure that I say this to let somebody else out there know. Somebody else out there is fighting as well. Like it might not be what you fight for, you know, but that fight for you is a reason why that fight is there because there's something stronger than you inside of you. And there's something trying to take what is inside of you. Greater is he that is inside of me. There's something trying to attack something inside of you that you need to get out. You need to rebuke that. You need to get that spirit out of you. It's trying to destroy you. It's trying to steal from you. It's trying to kill you. That's what it's doing. Like they're trying to reproduce what is going on inside of us. They're trying to reproduce what's going on up here, what's going on in here. You know what I mean? And only thing you could do is stand up and fight back spiritually. Like it's a spiritual battle, it's a spiritual war. You ain't gonna be able to get out here and think with your corner mind to get it done. It just ain't gonna happen like that. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go to the Lord, and the Lord gonna have to reprogram you, redesign you, put some things inside of you, take some things up out of you, so He can get you out there ready to fight. Like y'all gonna have to start putting on y'all full armor of God, like put on the full armor of God, so you'll be able to stand against the weary wizard, the darts of the wicked, the darts of the wicked. I can't get it quick enough. Like shucks. Man, look, Chuck Norris is not the conversation right now, sir. Chuck Norris wasn't a crackhead. You are. She said something though. I wanted to see that last one. It said something about the vaccine. Damn, I missed that one. I got him out of here too quick. 16 people in the house, man. A lot of people just check in and just sit in the background. Let me speak. I appreciate y'all for letting me get my words out. For the ones that just aren't disrespectful, for the ones that actually relate, for the ones that don't relate. Like, I appreciate you still coming through listening. You know what I mean? Like, that mean a lot to me. You know, I need to start getting out here in a totally different way and start moving to be heard, you know, and hopefully, you know, God could use me in some kind of way to minister to somebody out there, really understand what I'm going through, really understand what they going through, and somebody relate, you know. But the one thing I will tell you is that man can't help you change anything you want to change. Like you really gotta go to God. And I don't mean no disrespect to the other people with other religions and all the rest of that. Like, look, it ain't about religion. It's about relationship. And the one relationship you want to have is with the Lord Jesus Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father except through him. Like you have to go through him. That's the gate. That's the only way in. Like I need people to know that because they don't invite him in. They stop saying that and they don't know he's your power. He's your healer. He's everything that you need. You don't need nothing else. You need that right there. If you could get into that, he gonna bless you. You're gonna be all right. That you ain't gotta worry about the things that the devil is throwing at you. Like it's some of y'all that feel like you not strong enough to fight. You strong enough. You just didn't know you had it inside you. You need to get up out of you. But the only way you gonna get it up out of you, you gotta pleasure it. You gotta have pleasure for it. You gotta desire it. You gotta want it. You got to really be addicted to it. You got to really be something the same way that the devil tried to pervert anything going on in your life. You got to be the same way against him because he's after you. He's trying to destroy you. Destroying you is taking what God's put inside you. That's the destroying part. Like, look, if they telling you that the flesh can't do nothing, like they can't do nothing, don't fear it. If they telling you that, you got to honestly think, you know what I mean? What else can they do? They can get you to fear and destroy you, to know the power that you really got inside you. What God has put inside you, no man can put inside you. But if he can get you where he's going, to that place, out there in the lake of fire, where it wasn't designed for man, why would you put yourself in that position and let him lead you into going where he going? That's designed for him. His army, his team, his angels, the rest of them, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You need to return back to your first love. He known you before the foundation of the world, which means you have already had a relationship with him. He already knows you. You need to return back to your first love. Somebody out there that's really been hurt before, that you really lost your love. Like, yo, I'm telling you, this is a being, a super being that was once flesh, that was once human, that was once man, that was once out here. Do you believe that? That he was once flesh. And the word became flesh. Do you believe that? You know, that's the question right there. Do you believe that he died for our sins? Do you believe that? Do you believe that he rose again? Do you believe that? Do you believe that he ascended to the Father? I need you to get ready to ascend to the Father. I need you to get cleaned up. Let him clean you up. You know, let him heal you of some things. You know, people that's out there in pain, people that's out there really hurting from something that somebody else did, that the devil always set up to hurt you. It might have been something I did set up to hurt you. Anybody out there, I just want to say, right now, you need to return to your first love. You know, let him in. And as soon as you let him in, let him clean you up so you can ascend and get to the Father like he did. God bless y'all, man. I'm going to be back in a little bit, man. I just wanted to come out here and drop that message. I'm going to come back and chill with the people in a minute. Peace.